Hello, everybody. It is Press Buttons. Welcome yet again to another episode for the Tech Podcast with Press Buttons. I am so glad y'all can be with me today. So today, as promised this week, I was going to talk to y'all about a workout app that I use a lot whenever I work out. And it's called Strava. Some of y'all may know about this, some of y'all may not know about this, but I'm going to dive into it and kind of talk to y'all about what exactly is it about and is it actually worth getting it. Um, Now, of course, it's free, but they do have a subscription. We'll go over the subscription here in just a little bit. But basically, Strava is a workout app. Okay, it is a workout app, and basically you will just record your workouts, like your heart rate and all that great stuff. And but not only is it a workout app, it also kind of ties into a social media platform. So not only is Strava a workout app, it is also a social media platform. And I truly think that this is a really, I love it. I think it's truly a really cool app for you to work out and also share with your friends your workouts. We're gonna go and kind of talk about it, kind of the features that are on it, what's kind of different about it than like your usual workout app, like Apple Workout, like Apple Fitness and all that. Um, and kind of is it worth kind of ditching Apple Workout to use Strava instead? Strava is available on on your phone, of course, and also Apple Watch. It will track Apple Watch. And just recently, they actually released a new feature where if you have the AirPods Pro 3, of course, you may already know where I'm going with this. You'll be able to use the heart rate tracking on the AirPods Pro 3. I haven't tested it out yet, but I probably will here in the near future. We're going to talk about what exactly is it and what exactly you can do, what kind of differs from app like the Apple Workout app on your watch. So let's go talk about it. So, like I said, it's very it people use it, I feel like, for more like social media. It's kind of more immersed in Apple Fitness. Actually, I feel like it has a little bit more features to it. But what I also really like about Apple, Fitness is that you can, like when you do a walk, it will have your like your workout buddy. Like it's called Workout Buddy, but like basically what it do it's an Apple Intelligence feature, but it will it'll kind of say you're doing great, keep going, or keep pushing yourself, or all the great things. It's kind of like your motivator while you're walking. It's kind of like your friends, kind of that's talking to you, and you don't get that on Strava, which I will say it does sync up to Apple Health. So let's say you were to do a workout on Strava, it will automatically sync your uh to your Apple Fitness. It will automatically fill up your circle with your Apple Watch or with your when you do Strava workouts. So like if I were to go to my fitness app right now, let's see where's my fitness app. Here it is. So if I look at it, um, I can go to my sessions and I should be able to look at all. I should be able to look at more. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So like I have one for golf, an outdoor walk, another outdoor. I did a lot of outdoor walks. My longest outdoor walk that I have done was I did a 3 mile one time. If I can find it, I will tell y'all. But I don't know if I will be able to find it. It was kind of I did a 2.83 mile workout, 2.38. I did a 12 mile cycle. We went to a beach for my dad's work trip, and we ended up, and I love the bike ride. It's great because it's pretty much all flat, so you really can't necessarily get tired. But I worked out for 3 hours, 13 minutes, and 52 seconds. I went 12.31 miles. Um, my average speed was 3.8 miles an hour, and my average heart rate was 118 beats per minute. And I'm trying to see if I can see like where my peak. I guess it just shows my average. If I wanted to see like where my peak heart rate was. Um, but yeah, so all I'm looking at all my history through the Apple Fitness app. So everything will sync to your Apple Fitness. You just have to sync your Apple Health. And it also has a whole bunch of different connections. So if you go to your settings and you go to connect an app or device, it has Amazfit, Apple Watch, Cords, Fitbit, Garmin, Huawei, Nike, Aura, so like your Aura ring, Peloton, Polar, Samsung, Sunto, Wahoo, Zwift, Caliber, Fitbod, Heavy, iFit, Jifit, Lifetime, Liftoff, Mortra, or Motra, Ringmaker, Runna, and Whoop. I don't know some of those. A lot of those I really didn't know. But I know, like like I know Whoop. I know iFit. I know Samsung, Peloton, Nike, Garmin, Huawei, Fitbit, Apple Watch, Amazfit. But the others I have never heard of before. But you can connect those apps to your workouts and everything. So you'll be able to work out on your Apple Watch, and also you can do tracking on your phone as well. But the only thing is that of course it won't track your heart rate. But you have your AirPods Pro 3s. If you have the AirPods Pro 3s and you have them in while you're working out, listening to your music, then you can have the heart rate running. You can have it go while you are running, or running or walking or whatever. And basically, it will show you like a satellite or however you want to like it to look at your map. It will show you like where you walked. I've had a total of 65 activities. It has streaks. Like right now, I do have a 2-week. Well, if I do a workout this week, that I'll have a 2-week streak. They do have a subscription. And I'll talk to y'all about what exactly you get out of it. I feel like it would be more for like aggressive runners, I guess is what you could say. Um so and I don't work out enough. I feel like I feel like they kind of have the app more for like running. I feel like it's kind of more optimized for that, running or walking. But they do also have like other workouts on there. So like if I were to go to record, so if I would go to Strava here. Oh, it's updating right now. There you go. I'll open it. One thing that's really cool is when you do a workout, you can now this is actually a new feature. You can now add what exercises you did, like how many reps you did, your sets, and duration, which is really cool because I will actually be going to the gym. Here, they have a high school plan, and basically you will be able, and it's a free plan for high schoolers. So I want to be going to the gym. I'm going to Planet Fitness. You can sign up for free for high schoolers, ages 14 through 19, and you'll be able to go and do free workouts. And I think that's really, really cool. And there's really no verification required. The only thing, so they ask for your birthday. Well, they ask for your name, your birthday, your email, your phone number, and all that. And then you just log into the Planet Fitness app, and then you can scan in and all that and go. So it starts on June 1st. And if I go here and click on check in on the app, it says 4 days to go. So I got 4 days left. I'm very excited to hit the gym. I'm trying to be all nice and strong, before I go back to school. But yeah, yeah, and we will talk about the Strava subscription. So there's not necessarily a name for the subscription. It's just like a membership, I guess, or there's really no name for it. But I will go ahead and tell y'all what exactly is the pricing, and also what exactly do you get out of it. So let me go and talk to y'all about this. So they have several plans. So they have a Strava and Runna subscription. Now I've never heard of Runna, but I assume it's a running. Yes, it says get the support you need as a runner with tailored training plans to achieve your goals, from training for a faster 5K to completing your first marathon. Um, like I said, I've literally, it looks like you have to pay for it. I've literally never used this before in my life. Um, you can have it build a plan. It's made by Strava. So Runna is made by Strava. So that makes sense. So they have a Runna and Strava subscription for $12.50 a month, and or it is $149.99 a year of plus tax for annual. For just the regular subscription, for the regular Strava subscription, it's $11.99 a month, or you can do an annual plan, which is $79.99 a year. And they do have a free trial for, of course, for that. They have a family subscription for up to 4 accounts. It is $2.92 a month per person. It is billed at $139.99 a year plus tax. And then they do have a student subscription, which I think will be out. I'm not gonna buy that, but a student subscription, that is $3.33 a month. It is billed at $39.99 a year plus tax. So here are some of the features that you can learn about it. So you can try routes that are made for you. You can save routes for offline use. You can draw your own routes. I said routes. That's in the UK. You can draw your own routes. You can view your training history in one place. You can analyze workouts with advanced insights. You can set and track custom goals, compete on segment leaderboards, join and create challenges with friends, measure effort across activities, and see your fitness score over time. Um, I got the free trial, so I'm currently a member, but I'm not going to pay for it, and I have it to automatically cancel my subscription on June 19th. Which, fun fact, that is the day I'm very excited for. June 19th. That's the day when Toy Story 5 comes out. I'm very excited for that. um, and also, what's really cool also is when you do a workout on Apple Fitness, it will also, when you open up Strava, it will also automatically add that workout to your Strava as well, which I think is really, really helpful. It's like I was at a baseball game. We had to walk like 15 minutes back to our car, and I did a 1 mile walk, a total 22-minute walk from the stadium back to the car, and it did also sync it to my Strava, which it shows the exact same information, and it also showed where I walked, like the GPS and all that. I also did afternoon golf session with my friend, 2 hours 14 minutes, and also I put like videos of me driving the golf cart, also me swinging, and also just took a picture of me and him at the golf course, and it showed me where all I went. So it's very, as I'm explaining my posts that I made, it is very social oriented, which is something that I really, really like about Strava, is that it's very social oriented. Um, but also, it doesn't have necessarily like those Apple ecosystem features besides Apple Health. Like, like for Apple Fitness, if you have an Apple Music subscription, if you start a workout, it will automatically, you can have it set a playlist to automatically play when you start a workout. So I have like a hype playlist where I have some rap songs like Kendrick Lamar, Ludacris, and, Eminem. So I have it to automatically play that playlist once when I start a workout. Um, but of course, unfortunate, but you're not going to get that out of Strava. But at least you do get the Apple Health or the Apple Health integration. But you just don't get like that, like you don't get Workout Buddy with Strava. So if you want the Apple, like more Apple ecosystem features, then I would suggest you can still do workouts in Apple Fitness, and then it will of course sync to Strava. I think you would have to open Strava and you confirm it, but it will once we open up the app, it will tell you, say, hey, do you want to sync this workout to Strava? And it also will have the location where you walked or ran or whatever. Um, but I think I think it's incredibly amazing. Of course, this app is built more for runners. I feel like runners or walkers, whoever you think you are. Also, there are challenges, so you can do a challenge. So you go to groups at the bottom, and you can see all these challenges. Like one of them was an audible trial. You gotta if you ran. I think it was. Let's see. I think you can click on once you complete it. I think, if I'm right. Let's see. I can't. It'd be nice if I could see. I think you can go check out your badges. I think I'm sure you can. I just have to find it real quick. Yeah, trophy case. Okay, so you can get like different trophies. It's like here I got the Audible Movement Challenge, which moved more than 12 hours over 2 months to earn a 2 month free Audible trial. I ended up getting 12 hours and 23 minutes, and yeah, I think it's really, really cool. Now, unfortunately, it was only for new subscribers, so unfortunately, I didn't get the trial. But at least I got the digital trophy, which of course Apple Fitness also does have trophies and all the badges and everything. Um, which of course you can probably get those badges from Apple, even though when you're working out in Strava, as long as you have that Apple Health integration. But I think it's really cool now. Like I feel like just having an Apple Watch or like a tracking, and no matter what kind of tracker, if it's a Whoop or the new Fitbit Air, that is apparently called the Whoop Killer. Because Whoop, you have to pay at least $200 a year, at least $200 a year, which I think is absolutely outrageous for a tracker. The tracker itself is free; they give that to you for free, but you're having to pay for the subscription, which is $200 a year. If not, you can pay for more if you want more features. But I feel like only like professional runners or anyone like that would actually be paying that kind of money. Um, but the thing is that for the Fitbit Air, it's $99, right? It's $99, $100 tracker, and you don't have to pay any subscription. But because here's the thing with the Whoop, if you don't have the subscription, it is a payable way. It's worthless. You can just throw it away because it ain't going to be able to be used unless you pay for the subscription. Basically, the subscription is to get the data, which I think is absolutely the stupidest thing I've ever heard. For advanced data, maybe that is fine, but to pay just to see basic data, which I know it does have a lot of advanced data, it has more detail, like more data than the Apple watches or like smartwatches do. But I still think it's pretty dumb. But Google Health, it just came out. Google Health is a new app. I'm sorry, I'm going off track here, but I'm just trying to talk about this since we're now in the fitness you know talks right now. But Google just rolled out Google Health, which was actually originally the Fitbit app because Google owns Fitbit. But basically, what they did is it's a new app, so they updated the Fitbit app, so it's now called Google Health. You can pay, I think it's $10 a month to get like an AI coach powered by Gemini, and that's only like 100 or so a year. I think it's like 100 and something a year, which is very very cheap, and that's optional. You don't have to have that, but it's just for advanced features. So you know, just kind of throwing all here in there, just about all the fitness stuff. But back to Strava. But I like the challenges you can do because some of them, get you like, you can earn a chance to get a free, this or all these different challenges. And just what I just love about Strava is just the social oriented part. Like right now, I'm doing a challenge, Amazon Health AI on Track Challenge, which I'm failing miserably, and it ends in 2 days. And today's the 28th. It ends on the 31st of May, and I've only gone 5 miles out of 30 miles. So yeah, I am not doing very well at all. So there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. But I can tell you all the trophies that I have gotten. So I've gotten the 50th activity trophy. I've got, or here, let me go in order. I've gotten the 10th activity trophy, the 20th activity trophy, the 30th activity trophy, uh, the 40th activity trophy, the 50th activity trophy, and then now I have to work towards the 75th activity trophy, and it goes all up to the 1000th activity trophy. Um, and also, and those are called the milestones. But I also got two other trophies, which is the Audible Challenge that I talked to y'all about, and then the March 10 Days Active Challenge. So basically, you just had to do 10 minutes of any activity for 10 days during the month of March, and then you got the badge. So the badge doesn't really do anything, just kind of just to show that you did the challenge. Just a little digital celebration, I guess is what you could say. Um, when you go to maps, basically it's building a route for me. Um, like it's showing me a 16-mile bike ride that will be an hour and 30 minutes. It showed an 11-mile bike ride for 44 minutes. So it's building like routes for me to ride a bike. Um, I can create a route for myself. Um, and I can change it if I want to do a bike ride or walk or they have a lot of sports on here. Um, so like if I go down on the bottom to record, so I can build my own, route. So if I go to record, I can tell you all the workouts that they have. So they have, run, trail run, walk, hike, wheelchair, ride, mountain bike ride, gravel ride, e-bike, e-mountain bike, hand cycle, velomobile. Never heard of that before. Weight training, workout, hit, CrossFit, physical therapy, tennis, paddle, pickleball, racket, ball, squash, badminton, table tennis, swim, surf, stand up paddle, windsurf session, kite surf, kayak, row, canoe, sail, ice skate, alpine ski, Nordic ski, backcountry ski, snowboard, snowshoe, football, which is soccer, call it soccer, um, basketball, volleyball, cricket, incline skates, roller ski, um, rock climb, elliptical, stair stepper, yoga, dance, skateboard, golf, and pilots, or however you like to say that. Um, yeah, but Strava is incredible. I think it's absolutely amazing. You can do a free trial for for their subscription, and then it auto renews to $12 a month or $80 a year, depending on what plan that you use, whether it was the monthly plan or the annual plan. But yeah, I love Strava. I love using it. I think it's absolutely great, to track your workouts and also keep track of your friends. Like my friend's dad always does a workout. I'll go and shout him out, Chris Emmett. He did a workout on May 22nd at 7:53 a.m. Or at least when he posted it, he did a 7-mile run for an hour and 12 minutes, which I think is absolutely amazing. Because I here's the thing, I'm not a good runner. I could not run if it were my life because I just can't. I Every time I run, my ribs just start hurting. I don't know if I have like a bad form or something like that. I would like to get into running, not like a track or anything, but just like running just for like regular workouts, like in my neighborhood. But I just can't keep up. Like I just can't. I just can't run. It's kind of bad. Um, but I do like to walk. I do like to walk, and I also love to just track all my data to see all my my heart rate and everything like that. And this is why I feel like it's kind of starting to where if you want to see your health, you would have to get an activity tracker, which I guess the best one, I guess, like at least like a name brand, but one that's not super expensive would be a Fitbit Air, which is a new option now. Um, and I think the Fitbit Air, I haven't researched it yet, but I feel like the Fitbit Air, because they do the Google Health app on iPhone, so I have a feeling you can pair the Fitbit Air um, to your iPhone. Um, and yes, it looks like you can pair the Fitbit Air. You just have to download the Google Health app on your phone, and you can do all that great stuff. But yeah, I love doing. I've started to get into working out. So I've been using Strava, and it's great. I absolutely love it. Something that I just incredibly enjoy. Something that I just love doing it. But yeah. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, or for listening to the Tech Podcast Press Buttons. We'll have one more podcast this week, for Tech Weekly number 20. I also just did a podcast on Google I/O that I just did yesterday. So if you would like to, please go check that out. A lot of great information about AI. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you all have a great day, everybody. Peace out, y'all. Bye bye.